coverage of the NFL brings us to the Sunshine State and TIAA Bank Field here in Jacksonville. This crowd excited to see their Jaguars as both teams emerge from their tunnels a moment ago. We are just about ready for football as the Jags get set to match up with the San Francisco 49ers. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. First down gets 3 up to the 28.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Coming up on 2nd and 7. Lance giving it to Sermon now on the option. Sermon with space, a first down, and then some. And now the rookie's free. Touchdown, 49ers. Trey Sermon hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the 49ers on just 2 plays have taken the lead. The CD, there are touchdown runs and then there are touchdown runs. And that one certainly fell into the latter category. That deserves a couple exclamation points.
And there was so much that was impressive about this play. But it wasn't just what he did downfield. How about what he did behind the line of scrimmage? This wasn't a play where he just had a direct path to get him downfield and make the big play. He had to adjust on the fly behind the line of scrimmage. And in the end, that became a tremendous run.
Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. And no return here for Agnew, so they'll bring it out, start the drive at the 25. They'll run for the first time with Travis Etienne. He's got the first down and more past the 40. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Well, I tell you what, when you get a running back who can move like that in the open field, that's something to take advantage of, and they certainly did there. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they, as mentioned, unbeaten to this point in the year. But you think this game, their toughest test yet?
I absolutely do, because to me, this is a good measuring stick game.
And the ball is knocked out. And this is going to get out of bounds. So they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually. And they'll hold on to the football as well. Well, obviously, you never want to fumble, but if you do, good to be towards the sideline and saves them the possession.
Saves the embarrassment, saves it going down on the play sheet as a turnover. But I still think it should go to the defense, even if they don't recover it. If you give up the football, you gave up the football.
Agree to disagree, I guess.
Can you tell what I play?
Yeah, you played defense.
Yeah.
I'll let you go. And looking for Kittle, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie, Andre Cisco. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. He finds his man, complete. That's Lawrence. And he's taken down inside the 30. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did.
Watch twist. 6-6. Pull it high.
Throwing now, Lawrence on first down. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover. And they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
That's right, baby. They don't want it. You just bombers. You just get it.
And they'll run with Etienne. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. 81 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Robinson. And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. James Robinson, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. So the toss play effective, even down here near the goal line.
Yeah, and you're hoping the defense commits too many men to stop the run in the middle of the field, and that your blockers can gain a little bit of an advantage. And when they do, foot race to the pylon, and this time, he had the speed to win that race.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And this ball game, clearly the game of the year so far. It's not very often that you find two unbeaten teams playing each other this late in the season, but that's what we have here, two heavyweights in the NFL.
You're right about that, and you think about recent memories, so let's take a little ginkgo right now and go to...
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Josh Allen. Excellent job on that play. A big, big loss. 18 yards. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Another try after the first down sack. Lance. Oh, he'll look downfield for Kittle. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. 2nd interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question, because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates are going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. Down left side on the swing pass. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Well, this defense for the Niners, they were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
No matter what coverage was called, they were right in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long. Step for step, running their routes with them. Turned out they were right there every time the ball was in the air, and they came away with 5 interceptions in that one.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Ready? 36 to Mike. Hey, watch the ball, watch the ball. Mike, 36. Mike, 36. Here we go, D.
X3, 218, chopper.
All day. Hatchet, Hatchet.
Hey, Charlie.
36 to Mike. Too little, cut.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. Dancing to his left. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. The 20.
All day, baby. Come on.
And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. Well, you don't want to coach him, Charles, to stay in the pocket on every play, but I guess that's the danger of getting outside of the pocket, extending a play, and making a bad throw. It turns into 6 points the other way.
Yeah, sometimes when you get outside the pocket, your vision actually gets obscured a little bit, or you narrow it down too much, and you don't see all the defenders in the area.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And they got to be pleased with this. He brings it all the way up to the 40-yard line.
Well, that return gives them a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
36.
Hey, Echo.
Here we go. Here we go. Watch 36. 36 to Mike. Check pass. Check pass.
Snap.
On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. He'll get this out to the flat for Etienne. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. So this game of ours, Charles, you know, the talk of the NFL world all week. 2 unbeaten teams. You rarely see such a matchup this deep into a season.
I would agree with that because normally you might get one team undefeated for a while, but 2 teams like this, and I remember in preseason, you looked at schedules and said, I think these 2 are on a collision course. It'd be interesting to see if they actually get there, and they did. And to me, the winner of this game has to wear the crown of Super Bowl favorite.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 92 yards rushing for him now on just his first 3 carries.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
On the set.
42. 42's the Mike. It's our field.
61, matchbox lights.
Check safety. Check safety.
Hey, Delta.
Mike 42. Mike 42.
They'll throw on 1st down with Lawrence. Throw left side complete. That's Arnold. And a loose football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think that you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. So this CD, obviously such a big game, and we'll continue to talk about its importance as we go on. I thought it was interesting. This head coach in his weekly media availability, he was asked who he would lean on in a game like this, And he said it was all about the veterans.
And Brandon, I like his approach because he's obviously thought about this, right? Who can get me not just through this game, but through the rest of the season? And he looks to his veterans. They've been around the team. They can guide everyone and let them know the importance of winning this one. But also, how do we attack what's left in the season and get us ready for what we hope is going to be some postseason play?
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Here's Lance to throw it. Here's Johnson with a reception. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. We know he's good at catching the football, but then after the catch, he's got escapability.
Not only that, he's got some toughness as well because you know he's coached very hard to make sure he battles through, breaks tackles, and then they finish with, but don't fumble the football.
Nowhere to go. Here he lost the football, and the Jags grab it. Accelerating, and off he goes. He's at the 50, 30, 20, 10. And he brings this one back. A fumble return for Jacksonville score. How about that for a momentum swing? You had it goal to go. Not only do you cough it up, but they pick it up and return it all the way for a touchdown.
And now you have to give oxygen to the entire team because what a letdown that was. Terrific drive. Looked like you're going to get points. Instead, the other team registers them on the scoreboard.
Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And the lead is now 21-14. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them. The coaches from all the way up here, they were adamant. You've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly...
And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way down to the 29.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Lance. Flushed out right. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. K'Lavon Chaisson racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Lance, a give now to Sermon. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. They'll get this into the hands of Ayuk. They'll wind up with 17 on that one, but they're still a bit short here for 4th.
That was a heck of an effort to stop him just short of the marker, but now they're going to need another big play on 4th down on defense, I believe, because offensively, they went from 3rd and long to now it's a go situation here on 4th and inches.
Lance and company going on 4th down. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And bulldozing his way through. And the 49ers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
I didn't like the play call. I loved it. Running situation for sure on 4th and short. They got the defense to commit too many men in the box to stop the run and have the guts to go for the pass instead. And as a result, they're set up 1st and goal.
He pushes forward from maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line. Vision and speed, 2 of the attributes that you might say are important for a free safety, and we saw both in evidence there.
And sometimes all of your best laid plans of play design, your X's and O's, they can't always account for individual effort defensively. And this was one of those times. Just a terrific play to hustle over there and get the running back to the ground.
On 2nd and goal, Lance. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Josh Allen picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's the game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Shotgun now for Lance. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Jags grab it. The big man, get the oxygen tank ready. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. He already had the 1 fumble loss, so now 2 fumbles lost here in this first half.
Not setting the pace the way that you want it done. I mean, here in the first half, already twice the ball's come out and hit the turf. Got to find a way to take care of it. Otherwise, they may have to start thinking about maybe someone different in that position.
Recall, 132 fighter.
Following the fumble recovery, Lawrence, flush to his right. He'll fight his man, Laviska Shenault. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a 1st down.
And that's a nice throw right there. And I'll tell you what I've seen in recent times and actually watched a presentation in the offseason from a college offensive coordinator that showed about 10 different drills that he runs with his quarterbacks to show them how to get out of the pocket, how to get comfortable when they're doing so, and to make plays under that type of duress. That's an example of what we see in the colleges delivered to the NFL.
A good pickup there at 22.
A lot of times the key is just get him the ball and let him do his thing, and they got it out to him on the left side, and he did exactly that. Excellent run after the catch.
Hey, Orbit.
Check, 42's the mic. Coming, baby, I'm coming, baby. Woo! Hey, Mike's 42, Mike's 42.
Let's go, Tackle, let's go. We got this, we got this. Get it.
Here's Lawrence to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sack back around the 8. Nick Bosa in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now.
You think you gonna get this? You think you gonna get this?
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Mark Barron. And he'll bring it all the way back, just a yard or 2 shy of midfield. Those INTs all sting when you throw one in the red zone. I think especially as a rookie, maybe it stings a little bit more.
I think what you're saying is they don't all count the same, do they? Right? Interceptions in the red zone that you've given up points now, those are precious. So you have to learn from those and in a hurry.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. On play action, Lance. It's out. It's loose. Runs over it. We always hear a lot of veterans on the defensive side of the football. They talk about smelling blood in the water, putting pressure on a rookie. They got to him there to force it free, but couldn't recover it.
And you mentioned the pressure. Rookie quarterback, you're going to bring more pressure at him at all times because you don't know how he's going to hold up. He was fortunate there. Luck was on his side, able to recover that fumble.
Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Lance now on first down. Checks it down to Sermon out of the backfield. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Brandon, you know, this is going to be discussed because this is the fear of all the backs when they run this type of a route. They've got to find the football, and sometimes they don't see the defender. And in this case, he took a pretty good shot for his efforts, but give him credit, able to hold on to the football.
2nd and 8 coming up. Lance looking to throw it. This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's 3rd down. Well, the passing game right now for them, not overly impressive. Last week he hit on right at 50%. This week he's under 50%.
And it's not just on him. Protection, a few breakdowns along the way. That's made him get off the spot. Receivers not getting their way open downfield. The coverage has been awfully tight. They've got to all get together and find ways to make this passing game get in gear.
Open man is Ayuk, complete. And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Sermon now on 1st and 10. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. Working from the gun, Lance. The left side throw complete to Adams. And the Niners are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. And Lance now to throw. That's complete out left to Ayuk. And he is out of bounds here.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and goal.
They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on 2nd and goal? To throw, it's Lance. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Trey Lance. Excellent work there to get in on the touchdown run. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up.
That was not a designed run. It was supposed to be a pass, but it turned into an exceptional run. What a scramble for a touchdown.
Extra point by Sly is up and good. And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Mike, 36. Mike, 36.
Three buzz. Hey, watch it. Topper.
Now Lawrence. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
15 line.
Run you over. I'm going to run you over. Mike, 36. Mike, 36. Blue Dan.
Hey, box drop.
Watch 36. 36 to Mike. Bring it.
On 3rd down, Lawrence. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Throwing now, Lawrence on 1st down. And that's complete to Etienne out of the backfield. He will go out right near the 35-yard line. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first. And that last throw right there putting him already over 3,000 passing yards now for the campaign.
And given where we are in the season, Brandon, you have to think to yourself, if he stays healthy, I think 4,000's a given. I think 5,000 is not out of the question if he stays hot.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
You ain't doing nothing today. Mike, 30.
Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. Buying time to his left. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. The hit comes late. We saw it. There's your flag.
And we know that there's a guideline, right? Ball's gone. You get one step. If you're within one step of the quarterback, you can hit him as long as it's still done legally. But anything outside of that looks like an extra step was involved.
We got three, fellas. We got three.
A snap to Lawrence as he taps this forward. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses. And this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
Now on 2nd and 13, Lawrence. And, it's incomplete. Oh, that would have been 6 points, but somehow he couldn't rein it in.
Coverage was very good that time. A nice job to smother him as the ball arrived, and that ensured an incomplete pass.
And it keeps 6 points off the board. On 3rd down, here's Etienne. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. And Lambo will put this one through. And with it, they'll take the lead at 24-21. Now, the drive ends in just 3, but they'll take it. Looks like they'll head to the locker room, barring something unfortunate in front on the scoreboard.
Yeah, they may not be jumping up and down and celebrating because they have the lead, but still, any little momentum in a game like this is important to a team, and they'll feel real good about going in and regrouping, knowing that they are out in front.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway, and they will not really have time to do much of anything. 15 seconds, all that remains before halftime. That one caught by Ross Dwelling, and he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Mike, 44. You remember me? Let's go, baby. 44 is Mike. 44 is Mike. Push him back.
Here's Lance. That'll be complete to Sermon. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So thanks to the late field goal, we are all tied up heading to intermission. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with a coach and our EA Sports halftime report. Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Jaguars take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. One play has him to the 37 here for first and 10. A shotgun snap and a give to ETN. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he's trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Second down and 7.
Watch the screen. Blue draw Porkers. Go, go. Rush in, rush in, rush in.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. He's got Burton here. And he'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for first and 10.
54's Mike, 54's Mike. Check, check, watch 54, watch 5.
On play action, Lawrence. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Arnold. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Nice play call, a little bit of play action right there. If you can get those linebackers to freeze for just a split second, that's usually all the room you need in order to get it to your tight end.
Here's second and a yard.
Watch run. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. 6-6, bullet high.
Give to ETN running right. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. 3rd and 1. It's Lawrence. Forced out to his left. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line.
As a rookie quarterback, that's exactly how you endear yourself to your teammates. Give it up for the cause. It's also how you end up on the training table, too.
Yeah, it's a catch-22. Coach doesn't like it. Teammates love it. Where do you fall on it?
Well, I fall on wanting to endear yourself to your teammates, but pick your spots. Be smart about it. They need you for the full season.
Yeah, the rookie's going to learn as he goes.
Bravo!
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
Here we go, D.
Hey, Alpha!
Here I come.
Snap!
From the shotgun, Lawrence. Sharks got it, left side. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Go! Stick team, line. Stick team line.
Target. Watch 36. 36 to Mike.
Watch the run.
Check.
Greystone, travel. Say go.
Lawrence. He'll get this off to Etienne. Touchdown, Jaguars. Travis Etienne. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Jaguars have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the 2nd half. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Off the option, it's Sermon. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
You know, if following up on this head coach and the pressure that he is under, CD, I want to switch it to you because you've been on winning teams, but I know you've been in similar situations too where things just are not going well. How do you approach that as a player?
It's a tough approach, Brandon, because you actually have to do the opposite of what you would think. You know, in your mind, you're thinking, I redouble my efforts, I go harder. In a sense, you have to back off a little bit.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked up by the linebacker, Miles Jack. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ballgame.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's the guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be. third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Running out of the gun with ETN.
And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing completion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Hey, Steve 6. Steve 6.
36 to Mike.
Hey, come on out here. Come get some. Come get some. Come out here. Come get some.
From the gun on 3rd down, Lawrence. He'll get this out to the flat for ETN.
It'll wind up being stopped for no gain, and it'll lead to a 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
Yards on the punt, just 2 on the return, and the Niners will go on offense 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here.
A 2nd and 10 forthcoming here. 3rd quarter action from Jacksonville. Off of play action, here's Lance.
Gets this one to Juszczyk. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The Niners have the 1st down on a gain of 11.
And there are really very few fullbacks in the NFL today that get used as weapons in the passing game. But Kyle Juszczyk, definitely one of them. Part of the reason he's been a Pro Bowler 5 years in a row.
Now a handoff, Sermon.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Lance going to throw.
Looking deep for Adams. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline.
Come on, baby. Let's go.
Hey, you need a big play? Go to your big play guy.
Listen, that's football 101. When you have to have it, you expect that guy to step up. A lot of people call these receivers divas. Sometimes just leadership when they get in the huddle and say, get me the ball. I'm about to make a big play.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
That'll be caught by Ayuk. Touchdown, 49ers. Brandon Ayuk with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that will tie our game here in the 3rd.
So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away.
Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
2nd and 7.
Yo, 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 yo. Yo.
Hey, watch this.
Now Lawrence to throw.
Flushed out right. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart.
Ooh, he's running.
And into the end zone. A pick six from the 49er D as they score the touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And they will take a 7-point lead. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give him a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know,
and his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. He's picked off at his own 46. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
They fake the handoff. Now Lance.
Looking deep for Adams. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Davante Adams, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Niners get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead.
The extra point by Sly is up and good.
And the lead now up to 14.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people would think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down. Back now in Jacksonville. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
ETN with it.
Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
I got you. 61, matchbox lights.
Check hot route. Hot.
Hey, Delta.
Mike 36. Mike 36.
You don't want none. Big rip.
Now Lawrence.
And that's off the mark, incomplete.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Flush to his right. And I think the ball's out. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers.
We know he's got the speed to get downfield, Charles, but there's the negative side. A little loose with the football that time.
And that's normal, especially when you have his type of talents, because you feel like you're into the open field and maybe you don't feel the people who are around you or closing in. All quarterbacks have to do extra ball security drills with the way the game's played now, because defenses, they attack the football as much as they attack the runner.
On the counter, Sermon.
And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Miles Jack there to make the tackle.
Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
I know the game's not over, but there's got to be a sense of satisfaction right now for the guy carrying the football a bunch today. 99 yards, and he has enough time to go over the century mark.
Well, you got to give it to him again, right?
Yeah, there's no doubt about it. You're not worried about losing yardage here. You're not worried about any of that. You just want to get him to the promised land for every runner. 100 yards or more in a game.
Throwing his lance on third down.
And it's complete to Adams. Touchdown, 49ers. Devontae Adams. His second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the 49ers add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. The extra point by Sly is up and good.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And that unbeaten record very much in jeopardy. It's been a great first few months of the season so far, but they have run into a buzzsaw here, trailing big in the fourth quarter.
This one out left to the tight end, Burton. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34.
That's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
Mike, 36.
And they'll go again with Etienne.
And he will have a first down here at about the 40.
138 yards rushing for him now as his fine rookie season continues.
Set, 15 line, 15 line.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Wide.
80 weapon. Shoot.
A handoff for Etienne.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. And they'll go jet sweep to try to pick it up. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
Set, ready? 10 Lobo.
I'm on. Switch.
General West.
Mike, 36.
Let him know.
Watch 36. 36,
Mike.
Going for it, here's Etienne. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. He needed a yard. He didn't get anything. And the Niners take over in terrific field position.
Let's go. 33. Yellow. Ready, go.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll take this forward for 2, maybe 3. But we do have a flag down, and they're already marching backward.
We got this.
Set, hut. Yellow. 43. And 43 rail. Faster. Go.
On the handoff, Sermon. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
On 2nd down, another shot for Sermon. It's a gain of 7 on the ground, but they'll be faced with 3rd and long.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
And it's 3rd down.
Ready?
44 is Mike. Check. Watch the run.
On the option to give to Sermon here. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Well, they got the ball already. They're not going to risk the yardage and running another 4th down. They decline it.
And what was that they taught you in law school, that possession is 9/10 of the law?
I didn't go to law school.
Oh, you didn't? I thought you did. Well, I'm going to give that to you anyway. Possession is 9/10 of the law, and it's 9/10 of this game, too, having the football count.
You're so litigious. A 1st down run, not going to get them a whole lot. Maybe a yard. Yeah, it looks like just 1 yard there, so that'll bring up 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Hey! High 7.
I'm not ready for this, man.
On 2nd down, Etienne once more. And he's got some space here. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the 49ers, they keep on rolling 10-0 now to start the year. And they will head home next week to take on the Minnesota Vikings. Meanwhile, for the Jaguars, the run to begin the season is over as they drop to 9-1 now on the year. And they'll be at home for one next week as the Atlanta Falcons come to town.